Things are beginning to change on the homestead. The weather is getting a little cooler as we transition from summer to fall. I've been harvesting and clearing out the garden to make room for the fall and winter plants I'll be growing this year. It's always hard to see the plants that I started at the beginning of the season from seed go through their full cycle and begin to reach its end. But just when you think it has given all of the life that it can possibly give during its days on this earth, you remember that the plants can continue to give life to the soil it grew from. It's nature's way of giving back. There are more microbes in a teaspoon of soil than there are people on this earth. When you return the plants to the soil, just like it occurs naturally in the forest, the organic plant matter breaks down over time, returning nutrition back into the soil. It's the most selfless and beautiful way for the plant to give thanks to the soil for helping it thrive during the short time it had on this earth. We are all part of the cyclical process, not just the plants. Let us not forget that. When we moved here 2 years ago, we started to build our permaculture garden and homestead. The first animals we brought here were chickens. As a beginner, I wanted to learn how to take care of my small flock, protect them, and keep them healthy. Look, it's the first whole egg. Success! Woohoo! This is the Green Queen's egg. But I also had plans to eventually add other small animals to our home. The next animal we are excited to finally add to our family are goats. I had been researching the last several years about goats, how to care for them, what they need to be healthy and happy, and the different breeds. I visited several local farms and I fell in love with the Nigerian dwarf breed. The Nigerian dwarfs are gentle, friendly, and make great companions. They're smaller in size, so they take up less space, and you can even raise them for dairy. The does can produce quite a bit of milk for her small size. On our little farm, we wanted to start with just a couple of goats, but now we'll be bringing home 4. The first thing I needed to do was to add some shelter for the goats because they don't like to get wet, and they need protection from high winds. I used the same local Amish business that built my greenhouse to build my goat shed. They built it off-site and then delivered it to us. I knew it would be great quality and would last for many, many years to come. I sealed it with linseed oil, also known as flaxseed oil, to preserve it from the elements. I don't like using synthetic sealants, so linseed oil is a great eco-friendly alternative.
Reaching all of you, better than ever, with this sweet lo-fi thing that I put together, and I really don't have anything else. No, I really don't have anything else to tell you anymore. Words get on the way, time goes by. They ask me how I am. I think I'm getting by.
I spent several days gathering all of my supplies: fencing, pine bedding, their hay, their feed. I set up their fencing and bedding to prepare for the new goats. To keep them safe from predators, we decided to use a portable electric fence from Gallagher. It's solar powered so that we won't have to rely on electricity. We wanted to be able to move them around the land instead of keeping them stationary. To keep my goats healthy, I'll be using plants and herbs just like I do the chickens, to help with things like parasites, worms, mites, and lice. I'll also be adding things like kelp and a variety of herbs to their feed for vitamins and minerals. I feel like many times we are very quick as a society to turn to man-made capsules, tablets, injections, and medicines that are marketed to keep us and our animals well. But we forget about the power of plants that are all around us, completely natural, and not full of chemicals and synthetic fillers that can have a negative impact on our bodies over time. That's why I use plants and herbs to keep myself healthy too. Every day I drink tea infusions that are loaded with nutrients and minerals, and I even make and sell many of them on my website at thenakedgardener.us. Plants have been used as medicine for a long time, so this isn't anything new. We've just been conditioned to view pharmaceuticals as the first and sometimes the only solution. Beam Me Up is a medicinal tea that I make for men. It boosts libido, treats erectile dysfunction, balances hormones such as testosterone, and boosts your mood. It's a powerful tea and my most popular one. I have many more teas, such as Cloud 9, that helps with depression and for people who struggle with ADHD. This tea gives you natural energy too, so it's a great coffee alternative. It's sweet tasting, and I drink it just about every morning. You can visit my website to check out all of my teas. Having new goats on the homestead will be a big change, one that I am very excited about. Anytime you add a new animal or pet into your life, the energy always shifts. They bring a feeling of calmness, playfulness, and innocence, each having their unique, quirky personalities. I'm looking forward to welcoming the new goats into our lives and having them become a part of our journey here. And I can't wait for you to meet them too.